And my face is really shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny. Do you like my gray on gray moments? I mean, I thought about wearing something else, but I mean, how is this not reflective of how everyone is feeling? You know, gray upon more gray. And also, cafe por favor, with my terrible Spanish accent because I don't know how to speak Spanish. I mean, I barely know how to speak English, even though I'm an English major, or was an English major. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be a surprise, but I'm gonna be talking about Taemin again because, like, he's, like, the only thing that I, like, that brings me joy. Because, I mean, there's a lot of good-looking idols out there that have stood out in their own way and have done a lot of amazing things and are talented and everything like that. But Taemin he always stuck. Like, he just always stuck. And no one could ever surpass him in my mind. Why? Well, for me, I find that there are two things. One, there's the technical side where he developed his craft and he also had the started from the bottom, now we hear vibe, okay? And there's also a philosophical side where I feel like me as a person, like, there's just something about him that I gravitate to. There's this, like, weird, unspoken, spiritual thing. Like, there's just something. There's something about him that I just... Other than the fact that he's beautiful and talented and rich or whatever, you know. So with his technical growth, I noticed there was an exponential growth in 3 eras. One being the Sherlock era, the second being the Why So Serious era, and the third is his solo debut and onward. So the Sherlock era was very special for me because that was the first comeback that I, as a K-pop fan and a Shawl and whatever, was around for. So I was able to, within a few months, compact 3 years of knowledge of SHINee into my brain. And so I knew quite a bit about SHINee and everything like that, and how the members are. So I freaking noticed Taemin's vocals were improving. Like, everybody noticed. Also, Soyeon Dorito, Sherlock freaking fans were quaking on Tumblr because they were not happy that SHINee was intermingling with their fandom. In that era, he was also doing Immortal Songs 2, which personally is when I started to notice that there was something special about him. During Immortal Songs 2, he was doing his Sherlock promotions as well as doing these performances that were so well done, especially for, you know, how good he was at the time. And I don't know, just me sitting there watching his performing skills just grow on Immortal Songs 2, I knew that something, like, there's something special about him. Like, another era that I noticed this in too was the Why So Serious era, aka the Dream Girl era, which is probably my favorite SHINee era, to be honest. So basically, because Jonghyun got into a car accident and had to be hospitalized, Taemin took over his lines. And when I tell you that Taemin was just with his lines. And then another era, obviously, was his solo debut era. I found out that Taemin was having his own solo debut. I was freaking excited. But I also was not prepared, okay? 14, 15, 16-year-old me, I think I was 15. 15-year-old me was not ready. Like, she was not ready for what was about to enter her eyes. So, when I tell you that vampire, fairy, demon, Prince Taemin literally killed me and murdered my eyes over 1 million freaking times every day, not only because of the look, but obviously because he just popped off with his solo debut. He's like, hey, look at me, I'm a top shot. heck yeah, I made it. Hoo, ha, 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 ha. Especially the Tokyo Dome performance though. Tokyo Dome performance. Tokyo Dome performance. And what I'm trying to say with my rambliness is that Taemin persevered and worked his butt off. And it shows. But no, all y'all be like, ooh woo, BTS, Blackpink, oh my god, ooh woo, Jimin, ooh woo, V, ooh woo, Jungkookie, Onion Haseo, Opar, Taemin, Heyo, no, obviously K-pop has grown to the Western media and just globally more, and bands like Blackpink and BTS a tease, ITZY. See, I don't really know who is popular because I've been kind of out of the loop. And because of their popularity, I feel like Taemin is very underappreciated for all that he has done. And I can't stand it. It's like, no, y'all can't just do this. And I also realize I'm biased because I've watched him grow. I've watched him grow from 2011 onward. To be fair though, as cynical as I am, I used to actually be a really big fan of BTS. So BTS debuted in 2013, and for whatever reason, 2013 was the year for 1,000,001 K-pop boy bands to debut with a hip-hop theme, and most of them sucked. But BTS though, I almost did not watch their music video because I was so done with everybody trying to do this hip hop thing, whatever theme, and being sucky at it. And just, but I was like, okay, I'll give them a go, whatever. And then I ended up really liking it. When they got popular after, I would say, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, even a little bit before that, that's when I kind of was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. And this is more of a me thing. It's not really them, it's me. I always do this if something is too popular. I'm just like, it makes me not like it. Not like it. Like, I don't hate BTS. It's just that I'm just like, only did Taemin work his butt off to master the craft of dancing, singing, and stage performance, and whatever else as an idol, as idols do. He also demonstrates, especially after he did his solo debut, this sort of deviance from, is that the right word? Deviance from other idols. The media seemed to pick it up from the Move era, but I picked it up like with the solo debut. There was an interview that Taemin did recently, and I feel like as a K-pop artist, he really wants to be not only different, but he wants to be his own thing, and he wants to be more open and honest, which I feel like is very commendable, because I feel like a lot of K-pop artists are very in this box, you know, and Taemin wants to be outside, and he has been outside of the box and wants to express himself personally and as an artist. His music, his art, his craft is very him. It's very unique, and you can't really see that in other artists. Like, when you see or hear, you know, a Taemin song, music video, whatever, you can tell, like, that's him. That's very him. Not only that, but he sets himself apart from other K-pop idols, from doing vlogs on YouTube. He does Instagram lives. He's able to transcend generations of K-pop, from the second gen to the third gen, and that's impressive. Like, because not a lot of idols could or have done that, because a lot of the second gen have fallen off already, but Taemin is still on that ish, and I respect it. And now he's doing these rare Tame series where he's at his I don't know if it's his house, but he's at a house in the middle of nature and just relaxing, because that's what he deserves. With this series, and I watched like the teaser video for it, he wants to be able to open up emotionally, and for someone who's been in the spotlight for so long and having this persona, it's really impressive, especially as a K-pop idol, to want to be able to open up genuinely And you can say what you want, but the man is iconic. Y'all are like, this other person is like, no, iconic. You know why? Because Sayonara Hitori, Famous, Want, Ace, Press Your Number, Fukuoka performance of that Corn song, Tokyo Dome performance of Danger, and let's not forget the freaking memes that popped off during the freaking Danger era. Oh, and the second point that I have about him is how I relate with him. Well, you see, there is this notion, this spiritual, universal, weird notion that goes on, that the people that you look up to, no matter if it's in your family or your friends or celebrities, social media, whatever, in some way, the people you look up to says something about yourself. What do I see in Taemin that I see in myself? Well, for one thing, I'm not pretty, I'm not talented, I'm not a legend. I am thin, I'll give you that. I am thin, especially in the legs. In the legs, maybe not as thin as his. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing my legs. Oh my gosh. May be very meme worthy or cringe. I'm meme worthy, but in a cringy way. Maybe I'm hardworking. I like to believe that I'm hardworking. And I want to be like him because, well, I don't want to be like a singer or a dancer or anything like that. But I just want to be someone who is both successful and genuine. But again, I don't really know because he's been in the spotlight for so long that, you know, we don't know who he is as a person, and his persona and him could be two different things, but they could be the same, but like we actually don't know. Like he might actually not know who he is because, you know, like I said, he's in the spotlight for so long, so who really knows? I don't. And plus, it doesn't hurt that, at least in the past, that his ideal girl, or his ideal type in terms of physical appearance, is someone that, I don't know, looks a little like myself. Foreign and white. And I could be wrong on that. But that's just kind of a theme. I mean, look at the girls in his music videos. I'm just saying. I mean, if I were Chloe Moretz and Taemin asked me out on this radio show, would I just sit back and not take action? Who would be that stupid? Like, again, I'm a simp for him, so like, you know. And it doesn't hurt that I also see Taemin as like physically my ideal type. I don't know if because I've seen him that's now my standard, or it's always subconsciously been like that. It's kind of like the chicken or the egg thing, like, you know, I don't really know. It's funny because I say this even though I sadly have come to accept that I will never meet him or know him, like know him, like know him, you know, nor will he know that I ever exist. But that's okay because I can say for a fact that we have been in the same room at one point. That's right, me and him in the same room. Who can say that? Not a lot of people. Well, maybe a lot of people, but I have been in the same room as him, and you know, that's enough for me too. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. And I mean, I hope I didn't come off too rambly because I got a comment on one of my other videos saying that I rambled too much. And I mean, I do write my videos. I do prep my videos ahead of time, but I always like want to add more, and then I ramble, you know? But whatever, I don't care. Anyway, so I also changed my channel name too. I think it sounds better. Hope you don't mind. Bye. Stars in space, and I see my fan in my face, and I don't know the lyrics in my butt. I look so funny here. Oh my god. Am I
I trying too hard? Probably. I don't even know. I'm way too hyper right now, though. Shiny teeth that twinkle, just like the stars in space.